I never thought that this would happen to me, but I have converted to Crocs now. I used to be a real hater of these. Honestly, I think a lot of it was just kind of going with the hater crowd that hated these so much, and I just followed along with that and almost made it like a personality trait. However, being a disabled person with a permanently swollen foot from an injury, and I mean swollen, that humbles you a bit. Because I can't find really cute shoes anymore. And okay, these aren't cute still, but more so I've been trying to find a comfortable shoe that I can just slip on and go, because I can't just take a pair of old Vans anymore and slip my feet under like I used to. And for the longest time I've just been using flip-flops, which have a purpose, but when it comes to the winters, or just, you know, even before then, the fall temperatures, it's not always great to have flip-flops on. It's not always comfortable. Yeah, even in the south I don't like it too much, just even though we don't really get snow here, it still gets cold. And Omaha does get snow. Yeah, I don't want to do flip-flops all the time. But what really got me to bite the bullet and at least try them out is my friend Olive just recently moved across the country, and I am moving across the country. We are driving the same, almost the same amount of time, the same amount of miles. For me, I think it's just a little bit less. And I've driven from here to Omaha and back 3 times. I've driven from here to LA and back once. I've also driven to Orlando and back. Every time I've done these really long drives, it's with sneakers, because you don't want to be driving for long routes with like just flip-flops. That's something that my truck driver dad will always like put into my brain and never let me forget it. But with having swollen feet and one being much more swollen than the other, having sneakers on can get really, really uncomfortable when I'm doing like 10-hour drives at a time. So I just wanted to find something. And Olive had posted a story, and I think she also posted on Twitter, about how she went the whole move just wearing her Crocs. And so I asked her, I said, okay, how comfortable are they? Because I want something different for the long drive. And she said they were very, very comfortable. So okay, I'm trying it. I'm humbled. I'm a little bit humbled now. I need more being humbled in my life, and this is one of those moments. I did go with the real, traditional, original ones, the actual Crocs brand. I just got them in black because I am how I am. Although, do they sell a blush pink one? Because I might get one of those too. I know there are dupes for them at like Walmart and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting better with my money now, and I want to invest rather than just like buy a bunch of dupes. I mean, hey, we're not knocking dupes here, alright? I like lots of dupes to lots of things, but for shoes, I'm willing to put a little bit more in, especially considering my circumstances. So yeah, I can easily take my most swollen foot, which is pretty damn swollen. Yes, I've gone to doctors, more than one. They don't know how to fix it, apparently. But even that foot will go in here just fine, and I can actually take this and put it at the back of my foot on my Achilles heel without any problems. And that's with socks on too. I wear pretty thick socks barefoot, which I don't actually like wearing these barefoot because it is like prickly up here. Maybe that's something I could get used to, but for right now, unless it's for like really short distances, like I guess getting the mail or whatever, it hurts. I don't like it. I've worn these out, and I walk so much better in these than with flip-flops. I mean, I have chronic pain and chronic fatigue and walking around in flip-flops a lot. I also am more heavy on the bottom, like most of my weight goes down to the bottom. I'm also one of those people that have a large belly, so like I tend to end up leaning back, and with flip-flops it makes it worse. But with these, I'm finding myself to be a little bit more straight when I walk. And there's much more cushion than, you know, your regular flip-flops. And dare I say that at least with socks on, these are pretty damn comfortable, and I understand why people like them. And then I learned that these little holes are for like charms and stuff that you can buy. And someone came over here to buy something from me. He was wearing Crocs, and he had Pokemon charms. Half of me is telling me it's such a waste of money to buy these things. The other half of me, because I'll finally hopefully know peace and calmness next month, starting next month, wants me to just do everything my inner child wants me to do and get Pokemon charms. I already have Pokemon tattooed on me. What's the difference? what harm could it do? But yeah, I'm actually quite excited to take these for a test run when I'm in Omaha officially, because there will be a lot more walking in Omaha than here, because I go downtown a lot and I walk around downtown a lot whenever I'm there. I do think one of the reasons why I didn't care for these in the beginning is because I thought that the shoes were just like this, like regular clogs, if you will. I have a massive fear of my foot like flying out, so I don't know if this was added on after or if it's always been there. But once I saw these, I was like, okay, I can see myself just, and I've been proven wrong about these things a bit. I actually kind of like them. I do think they're incredibly expensive for $50. $45 or $50 is what I paid at Academy, somewhere around there. I do think they're very expensive for what they are, to be honest, but I don't know. Does the disabled community wear these? I know at least one of my friends in the disabled community wears these. Actually, 2 of them. I'm curious to know now. Are these a staple in the disabled community? I can't imagine why they wouldn't be, especially for those of us with feet injuries, because nothing fits. And I miss wearing cute boots. Those were some good times. If you have not yet, and you used to be like me, or you are me, or you are what I used to be, and you made fun of these at one point in your life, try them. Try them. You might be like me and proven wrong and humbled and thinking, wow, I should have just shut my mouth and tried these instead of, you know, poking fun at something I never even tried to begin with. We're getting humbled in our 30s, man. I know I've seen cheaper ones at Target and Walmart, so you can always go there if you don't want to pay the $45 to $50. Or can't, because I understand. Now, do I want to put Pokemon stuff on it? Listen, I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, whatever. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you want to put childish fun things in your shoes, in your rooms, in your whatever, in your clothes. The world sucks now. It sucks more than it always has. Get some fun in your life. I want penguins now. Anywho, so let me know what you think of Crocs down below. And actually also, if you are a fellow disabled person with foot issues, especially swollen foot issues, let me know if there are any other shoes that you could recommend. I also like the New Balance shoes that have Velcro in them. I have a pair, but they have been in Narnia, missing somewhere for a long time, so I will probably have to get another pair. They're $200, but those were some damn nice shoes. I do have some like regular shoes where I can somehow manage to get in there and like put my foot in, but it just looks so weird, and sometimes it's so hard, especially with carpal tunnel syndrome that has been acting up horribly, and I probably have to go to urgent care because I think it's something else. Let me know your shoe suggestions if there are any. So if you would like to help support the purchase of a pink Croc, I'm slightly kidding about that, but if you would like to support the work that I do have a Patreon page, which I will have linked down below, also here. You get extra work from me behind the scenes with YouTube videos and writing, things like that. You get exclusive actual writing content, so anything I'm writing, sometimes it'll just be for Patreon, or sometimes it's a sneak peek. For as low as $1 a month, you get a variety of things, and the higher the tier that you pledge every month, the more content that you get. Definitely helps me out, especially because I'm moving. Yeah, be sure if you haven't yet to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you later.